Hello, folks.
Howdy, howdy. Good
How
morning.
are you? It's Monday, and you know what that means? It means it's time to chat about marketing and small businesses with our Monday morning marketing and coffee. My mom's already in here. She's already joined. What's up,
Hey.
Mama? She's like, you don't call me enough, so I'm just going to go into your live and get the feeling of you chatting with me. Okay, that works. All right, organize your most important business stuff in one sheet with the Visual Traction Organizer. Vision Traction Organizer. So the Vision Traction Organizer is another component of Traction, which is?
It is the entrepreneurial operating system, which is basically a way that small businesses that are run by, basically their founder or some sort of an entrepreneur, it's a way for them to document processes and make it, for lack of better words, more corporate.
Yeah.
Not the bad kind of corporate.
More organized.
More organized. Maybe that's the way we're going to say it.
Hey, there's some things that you get with kind of these larger companies that sometimes smaller businesses struggle with. Even the simple stuff like your key differentiating features and your points of differentiation, all that kind of stuff, your core values, your mission, your vision. And the Vision Traction Organizer does that. And we're going to talk through what's on it. I'm also going to give you templates. Ooh, templates. I'm going to give you templates for how to do this, a bunch of them. So check that out in the comments. You know what? I'm just going to pop them in there right now just for people that are in here. Check out these templates. It's on Facebook. It's actually, if you wanted to watch it live, it's facebook.com/invigorated. Facebook.com/invigorated, and you could watch this live with us. So I'm going to let you ask the first question here.
Sure. Yeah. So why is having all of the most important information at a glance useful?
So we often have a lot going on in our small businesses, right? If you're part of a small business, if you manage a small business, if you own a small business, whatever, if you have a lot going on, you know what I mean? The day-to-day is kind of pushing on you and that kind of thing. Having everything on one piece of paper at a glance can really help you kind of organize your thoughts and also share that information with everybody in your company. And I think that one of the things that the book Traction talks about and does so well is it essentially says, you think people know this stuff?
They don't know it.
But they don't know it. So it's facebook.com/invigorated. It's INVIGORATED. And then they don't know this stuff. So you assume that they know it and they don't know it.
And maybe they heard it the first time, the second time, the third time, but maybe it's not always easily recalled. So it's helpful if it's just one sheet versus like, here's a book of everything that we do. It's like, no, this is easy, quick and easy.
One sheet's better than a book, man. You got 100 pieces of paper. Do you think your employees are going to read that?
Heck no.
Shit. My employees don't even read a paragraph sometimes when I email them. Just kidding, employees. I'm happy to.
I don't read the whole post.
So happy you're here. Yeah, so you understand. One sheet is sometimes better than 100 sheets.
Yep.
And the things real quick, we'll just do a quick, like, here's a list of all the stuff on a Vision Traction Organizer. You put the vision, put the core values, put the 10-year target, put the marketing strategy, can you write my Facebook user and Instagram so people can, the guy can find it?
Yeah.
Marketing strategy, your target market, your 3 uniques, your hook, this is just in general. So your proven process, and really just the name of your proven process. The idea is also that you illustrate that, but not on this one sheet. Your promise or your guarantee, your rocks. So what are your 3-month goals? Your issues, your core issues. Yes. And your 1-year plan. And all this stuff is a lot of stuff. The text gets kind of small, right? But you have it all at one glance and you can share it with your people. You can share it with whoever needs to know about this. Honestly, one thing that I found helpful with it is if I ever have a coach or a mentor, or not, we often like tap consultants to help us make our processes and our stuff better. I can share this with them and they can get everything very quick.
Yeah.
Right. So then they know what your problems are. They know what your key goals are. They know where you're at a glance.
And where you're trying to go.
Yeah. So it's really helpful if you ever have a consultant to have this one sheet to just share it with them. Once again, are they going to read 100 pages if you share it with them? Probably not. Sorry.
Unless they're being billed hourly.
Yeah. And that's exactly. Perfect. All right. Let's go with the second question here.
Yeah. So what's important about core values and why is it important to have it on this?
So that's the number one thing under vision that we have is core values on this sheet. We have ours are scrappy, humble, and results driven. But why does it matter that you have core values in general? Well, here's the deal. Your team needs to know what they're being judged by. And your people need to know what kind of qualities are valued in this company, right? Because then they can spend time on them. We like having scrappy as one of ours because it even has bad connotations in a way, right? Like we know we do better with employees that kind of get shit done, not necessarily just, deliberate and constantly, like we're more of a doer company than just like sit around and philosophize company, right? That's important, but to some people that would be a negative. Scrappy could be a negative.
Yep.
Hustle is sometimes to people a negative. To us, it's a very positive thing because you're getting speed is important, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one now. We got why does a company need a tight niche, and why is having that at a glance on this one sheet good?
Yeah. Well, for sales, it's super important. There are so many opportunities out there, and it's easy to get distracted if you don't know who your core audience is, your niche. And so when everybody understands what a good prospective client looks like, everybody can help make those decisions better. When I say decisions, like how to bring in new people, how to find new clients, and then if everybody knows who the company's niche is, when they're going about their work on a daily basis, they're making decisions that will directly benefit that specific group of people versus making decisions to help like a wider group of people that might not be good for the organization.
Exactly. Another thing is you got the ability to refer you becomes a lot easier,
Yep.
Right? If we tell people, we're a construction marketing company, we help construction companies get higher on Google, they can tell their friends about that, right? That's super simple. We help construction companies get higher on Google. Like that's a lot quicker of a story and a lot less general. And it's a lot easier to share that when you hear of somebody that is a construction company or roofing company, right? So that's important because it's just a lot easier to spread.
Yeah.
It's really, and I found that super, super important. Why is having all your problems in one spot important?
Well, then you know where to look. It keeps it on top of mind, so you're actively working towards solving those problems, and it provides a level of accountability. If it's all in one spot, everybody knows where to go, everybody knows where to look, and it gives you a place to really focus on what needs to get done.
Yeah, and people don't realize how important like problems are. I love problems. You gotta have problems. Why do you gotta have problems? If you have your problems out in front of you and they're clear and they're organized and prioritized, you're much more likely to find the solutions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when we have new clients come in here to work with us, often the first meeting, all I know is the main problem. That's about it. By the time we get done with that meeting, I just know there's a challenge. There's a big challenge here. And I even say that sometimes to people. I say, all I know right now is the challenge. I do not have a solution for you. I'm not like a magic person that has solutions and honestly, sometimes those people are, like kind of bullshit artists anyway. So we don't have the solution immediately, but we can apply our creative effort to this. And I feel like it's the same with this one-page thing, having those problems kind of front and center. Another thing that I found awesome about problems is I just love them. You got to have them. Give me more problems. No, what I want is different problems than I had last year.
Yeah.
Right? And knowing what your problems are, well, and having them clear and focused, you can apply that creative effort. Try to think of what the other thing I was thinking about. Problems. Love them. They're so good. Do you remember what I was going to say?
We talk about problems a lot. I mean,
yeah.
And like you said, it's important to have different problems each year, because if you've got the same problems over and over, that's a sign to us that you're not making improvement. You're not taking care of the issues at hand, and you're not growing as a company. The bigger you get, the bigger the problems you have.
Yeah.
And the problems are a good thing. That means that you're facing a new challenge. That means you're doing something that you haven't done before.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've got the last one here. Why is a 1-year plan always good to refresh? So we've got the 1-year plan really quick on here on our visual attraction. One of the ones that we have is like a Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator template. I think that one's the cleanest look of all the ones that we've got on this link that we shared in the comments. Definitely check that out. And here we go. So what's good about having a 1-year plan at a glance?
Well, it helps you know where you're going. It goes back to the same principles of having a very targeted niche, which is everybody knows where we're going. Everybody can make decisions on a daily basis based on whether or not that'll help us towards that goal. And it provides a level of accountability.
Yeah.
And it's important to change it and keep up to date on that, because as you grow, as you get through different challenges, as you fix different problems, your goals change. Where you're trying to go is constantly evolving. One thing that we're not going to get deep on today, but there is a 10-year target on the backside of this. And that, should stay a little bit more stable, but how you're getting there each and every year needs to be updated and changed, because as you learn more, as you apply more, you know more, and you can take action on that.
Oh yeah, we have the 10-year target front and center on this bad boy too. What's your 10-year target? I think some people hate that question, like what's your 5-year plan? Like when people ask you that in interviews, I think some people hate that. But I think it's worthwhile to kind of persist and push through. And as part of our 1-year plan on the bottom of this, I literally have a little vision, like what's going to excite me. So I've got we want a bigger, sunnier office full of plants and with white space and creative energy. And then we've ever worked in. Employee satisfaction is now the response. We've got plants. Oh gosh, look at that.
Plants in the next one.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know about that. I like all these. I like the fact that I don't have to water these. No, but we need plants. We need white space. You see if we accomplish that in a year from now. We will. Trust me. So the point is having that and making it exciting for you, I think is really good. Putting stuff into that 1-year plan that actually gets your energy going, gets your excitement up, because that's going to make it a lot easier to push through when it's tough.
Because it will be tough.
And you want to enjoy that grind. If you enjoy the grind, that's good, I think. And that's why I always say, do a little bit more this week of something that you love. Enjoy the grind. And thank you guys for joining us for Monday Morning Marketing Coffee.
We appreciate you.
Seriously, thank you for spending your attention here. Thank you for watching this. And you guys have a great week. Bye.
See you, everybody.